fan makers love printing big battery numbers. But runtime? That is a completely different story. And today, the gap between those two things is going to cost some of these fans their reputation. Pick the wrong portable fan, and you are carrying dead weight through every airport, hotel room, and red-eye flight this summer. We judged 5 fans on actual runtime versus claimed battery hours, real airflow at arm's length, how flat they fold into a bag, and noise at close range. Specs, owner reports, real-world feedback. Out of dozens on Amazon, only these 5 are worth your time. One of them surprised me completely. Whether you need an all-day desk companion or a pocketable personal cooler, one of these is exactly right, and one of them is quietly not. The Bearwind calls itself a turbo fan. Bold word, turbo. At $19.99 with a 4,000 milliamp-hour battery and 5 speed settings, the spec sheet looks competitive. But here's the problem. I don't have the runtime data to tell you whether it actually delivers. No independent test numbers. No reliability pattern from owner reports. What I do have is a 4.7 out of 5 from nearly 2,500 reviews, which is genuinely solid and not nothing. If you're on a tight budget and want something handheld for occasional use, it's a low-risk gamble. But heading into this ranking, it's the one I can't confidently defend on performance. At $12.32, the G-Soo Life leads with a pitch. Fan, power bank, and flashlight in one pocket-sized device. 3 tools for the price of 1. Sounds clever, but here's the thing about 3-in-1 gadgets. You rarely get one great thing. You get 3 compromised ones. With 77,371 reviews and a 4.6 rating, buyers clearly love it. The question is what they're actually rating. The novelty? Probably. The cooling performance specifically? Less clear. If you need a backup battery or a flashlight more than serious airflow, this makes some sense. But as a travel fan first, the other picks on this list make it look like an afterthought. 10,000 milliamp hours. 24 hours of claimed runtime. At $32.99, the Warmco is swinging big. The question is whether those numbers hold up anywhere outside the marketing copy. Here is what we actually know. It runs a 7-inch blade, it has a digital display showing battery level, and owners rate it 4.4 out of 5 across over 2,200 reviews. That is a real signal. But independent runtime data? Not available. So the 24-hour claim stays a claim for now. If the runtime is even close to accurate, this becomes the endurance pick for long cruises or multi-day camping trips where charging is not guaranteed. The portability trade-off is the honest catch. 10,000 milliamp hours is not weightless. Know that going in. 28 hours of claimed runtime for $19.99. That number either earns serious respect or it's pure box fiction. The BIV-BTP runs on an 8,000 milliamp hour battery, smaller than the Warmco, yet claims more hours. That math deserves a raised eyebrow. What the 4.6 rating across 137 reviews does suggest is that real buyers aren't feeling cheated. The 7-inch ultra-thin build with an LED display and built-in timer is genuinely useful. Set it, fall asleep, wake up without a dead battery. That's a real-world win for hotel rooms and overnight flights. The honest limitation is the thinner data pool here. Fewer reviews means less signal on long-term durability. If you're a light traveler who wants a capable fan at a price that basically dares you to say no, this is a legitimate option. But if reliability over many trips is the priority, the Warmco's deeper review base gives you more confidence to spend on. $10. That is what the Cooney USB desk fan costs. $9.89 to be exact. And unlike every other fan in this lineup, it has no battery at all, which sounds like a weakness until you think about it for 2 seconds. No battery means no runtime anxiety, no degrading cells after 18 months, no dead fan mid-flight. You plug it into a USB-C port and it just works. 3 speed settings, 180-degree tilt, folds flat for a bag. At 4.5 stars across over 8,000 reviews, buyers clearly find it useful. The honest limitation: you are tethered to a power source. Hotel USB port, laptop, power bank, something has to feed it. For a fixed desk setup, that is fine. For a beach or a hike, look elsewhere. But if your travel is mostly rooms and airports, this is the no drama, no battery gamble pick that saves you $20 minimum over everything else here. So here is the real split. The Cooney plugs in and never dies on you. The BIV-BTP and Warmco run free for 24 to 28 hours, but cost more and way more. The G-Soo Life adds a power bank, which sounds clever until you realize the fan performance suffers for it. And the bare wind moves serious air but drains fast. Battery freedom costs money. Corded simplicity saves it. Pick your actual travel style, not the feature list. So here's where everything lands. The bare wind moves air but quits fast. The G-Soo Life multitasks but compromises on cooling. The Warmco gives you 24 hours but bulk. The BIV-BTP hits the sweet spot on battery and thinness. And the Cooney? Corded, foldable, effortless. That is the one worth your money. All 5 links are in the description. Check current prices, grab the right one, and subscribe if you want more reviews like this.